The tried and tested pastures here are Eragrostis, Cavula, Armula type, Lucerne, SA standard, or the new cultivar that comes out of SA standard, because the growth points are low, because we feed merino sheep run on the Lucerne, so you don't want them to damage the growth points. SA standard's got a low growth point, okay. Smutsvinger, Digitaria, okay, Digitaria smutsii, that's the other one that works in this area. And then Poor Man's Lucerne is the other one that works in this area. I'm talking about meerjarige pastures, okay? What's meerjarige in English? Perennial pastures, thank you. So those are the ones that we concentrate on in this area. And then we've also got mixtures of Lucerne and Smutsvinger, and we've got mixtures of Armans Lucerne and Smutsvinger as well. So always have your basic pastures that work for your area. For instance, if you go east of us, Smutsvinger works less and less. If you go 50 k's east of us, it doesn't work at all. Okay, then Eragrostis works. High rainfall area, different temperatures. Bethlehem area, you know, it's very cold. Harrismith that way. Smutsvinger works very poorly. West of us, Smutsvinger works well. Potch, Smutsvinger works well. And those potch mixtures of the different grasses, borseltjie, Smutsvinger, etc., that works well. So it depends which area you're in. So if the new pastures that are coming along, baie mense het al hulle vingers gebrand, dan hoor hulle hier's hierdie nuwe ding, dan plant hulle hom. But it doesn't work. So please stick to the things that are proven. What we also use, the annual pastures we use in this area are feed sorghum, okay, sugar grass is the one. We also use for the sheep Jap radish, Japanese radijse. And then what we personally do, we've also got our best lands we hire out. We used to plant 2,000 hectares. Now we plant nothing. But our best lands, we put everything over to pasture, but our best lands we still keep out, and somebody else plants the maize for us, and we can use the stover for the winter months. Very important in this part of the world. You have to have stover. Okay? And then the 10th principle, which is probably the most important principle. But why I've mentioned it 10? Because it vat al saam, it puts everything together, and that is bottom line of winsgewendheid, of profit, is fertility, but not just the fertility, it's the amount of lambs weaned or the amount of calves weaned over the amount of females put to the ram or females put to the bull. That is where your profit lies. And that is, everything you do must be geared towards that. This Lucerne Smutsvinger. Lucerne in this area usually lasts, if you just plant Lucerne by itself, it usually lasts about 8-9 years. Then it gets a fusarium root rot, and then it disappears very quickly. After 10 years, there's very little left. Okay, but if you plant Lucerne mixed with Smutsvinger, what we like to do, there was a question earlier on, we plant the Lucerne first. Okay, March, April, get it established. Hoe gaan het? We get it established, and then October, November, we scoffle, we cultivate between the 5-foot rows, and then October, November, tractor wheel method. The tractor wheel method's in the book. We plant the Smutsvinger grass. That we find is as far as weed control is concerned, that is the best way of doing it. If you want to plant the smuts first and then the Lucerne in the beginning of the winter, you can, but you're going to have more weed problems. Okay, so that's the way we establish it. The very nice thing about it is that this Lucerne is 15 years old. So what happens is, because you've got your Lucerne in rows, 5-foot rows, 1.5 meter rows apart, is that the fusarium root rot doesn't spread. I'm not saying there isn't fusarium here, but if there is, there's very, very little. And it doesn't spread because you've got a row of Lucerne and then you've got Smutsvinger in between, and you've got another row of Lucerne. So that's part of the symbiosis that takes place. The other nice thing is that your Lucerne, being a leguminous plant, binding the rhizobium bacteria, binding the nitrogen. That nitrogen gets given off to the smuts finger. Okay? So that's how these two crops actually help each other.